Trump fantasy VP picks. I'm looking at some of these people we have lined up, and I'm like, oh, my God. Could you imagine? Could you friggin' imagine? All right, so, Ransom, we have some presidential music. Maybe spice the bit up a little bit.
Yeah, I got it right
something
here.
a little official right out of Washington, D.C. Yeah. Now, this is how real life went down. Listen to real life before we get to the fantasy vice presidential picks.
We are going to make America great again.
When I called my mother and told her that we had accepted Donald Trump's selection as vice president, there were tears on both.
All right, so that's how it really went down.
Right.
That's Trump, and then that's Mike Pence, governor of Indiana, his candidate for vice president of the United States of America. But that's boring. That's boring. Let's draft some fantasy vice presidential picks.
I love it.
Let's try to guess these. Let's try to guess and see who these are. So we'll play the entire audio, and then we can all guess together who we think it is.
Okay.
And people in their cars can scream at the radio, and they can guess too. We've got some presidential music here. Start off with the presidential nominee and then his fantasy VP pick. Here we go.
We are going to make America great again.
Oh, the perfect selfie?
Yeah.
I love duck lips.
No duck face.
I love
duck lips.
I know your angle.
Obviously, the light has to be really good.
So many selfies. All the selfies I sent Kanye. Thousands and thousands of selfies. Bikini selfies.
Pretty selfie, close-up selfie.
My first.
Who do you think it is, Jeets? Who do you
Well,
think it
that's
is?
not Kim Kardashian.
Is that your guess, Ransom?
Absolutely.
That is correct, by
How
the
many,
way.
how many selfies were in that audio
There's a
drop?
lot of selfie action.
84 in 12 seconds?
All right, so that's the Kim Kardashian VP pick for Trump. Let's go on to the next fantasy vice presidential pick here.
We are going to make America great again.
Leave Britney alone! Leave Britney alone! Please! Leave Britney Spears alone right now!
You know who it is?
Oh,
remember his name?
I think the last name was like Cooker or Crocker or something, right? I don't remember his name, but I can see him.
Chris Crocker. He's the
Chris Crocker,
enraged
yeah.
Britney Spears fan. He was one of the original YouTube trenders, remember? Way back in the day. This has got to be what, Ransom? 10, 12 years old?
Yeah, he's like one of the first people who went viral. He's also a former cross-dresser, Chris Crocker. No longer dresses like a woman.
Yeah, he used to have pink hair, too, if I remember correctly.
He used to wear a wig all the time, and now he actually looks like a dude.
I love hearing Trump and Chris Crocker together.
We are going to make America great again.
Leave Britney alone!
Donald didn't even say anything about Britney, Chris.
All right, let's move down to the next one here. Another VP Trump fantasy pick.
We are going to make America great again.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Oh, we don't even need to guess.
Yeah.
Let's hear it again, though. It's great.
We are going to make America great again.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
He said he's going to run.
He did. Kanye said he was going to run. You're right. All right, these are fantasy vice presidential picks from Donald Trump. It's a little more exciting this way. Let's get to another one here. I love the presidential music.
Yeah.
I love it.
We are going to make America great again.
Nathan!
What?
That was another trending piece of video.
Is that Chewbacca getting tased?
Ransom, what was the guy's name?
It was a guy who sounded like Chewbacca when he got tased. I didn't get his name, but it was a video that went viral a couple of years ago.
We are going to make America great again.
Nathan!
Yes. All right, we'll get to more Trump fantasy VP picks next. I want to play the Kanye again. So we can Kanye again real quick.
We are going to make America great again.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
All right, let's move on. We'll play you the audio, and then we can all guess together who it is. Here is another Trump vice presidential fantasy pick.
We are going to make America great again.
Hey! Whoa!
I remember this guy.
Dude, do you remember this guy?
Yeah, he's like my favorite internet star ever.
He was in the woods, like out walking around hiking, and a bear tries to attack him. And instead of like running, he decides to act like a crazy ass son of a bitch, and he scares the bear off. And that's the audio from the video.
Yeah, he like, instead of picking up a stick and fighting the bear, he told it to F off, and the bear did.
He did. The bear hears F off.
And was
he's
like, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm out of here. My apologies. You off. I remember when the video was over, he turns to the camera and he's like, all of a sudden he's like back to his regular self. He's like, oh my God, it worked. All right, let's go another Trump VP fantasy pick.
We are going to make America great again.
I'm going to whip my ding-ding out.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That'd be that one guy that plays for the Seattle Seahawks.
Used to.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
retired.
With one ring. Hold on.
We are going to make America great again.
I'm going to whip my ding-ding out.
That's a platform I would vote for.
That's Skittles, man. Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch. That's when he was promoting the newest Call of Duty, Black Ops 3, because he's actually featured in that game. He was on with Conan O'Brien. They were playing the game, and he said that he wishes he could, like, his character could whip his ding-ding out and shoot people.
I wish I could whip my ding-ding out. You know what? I will tell you this year, without Marshawn being in the league, press conferences will suck. After-game pressers will suck.
We still got Richard Sherman, though.
Oh, it's not the same.
Sherman's pretty
Sherman's
good.
calculated. You know what I mean? Like he's
I will
but
tell you what.
Marshawn is just off the chart.
For as generic as Russell Wilson is, Marshawn Lynch was the opposite spectrum. You know what I mean? So balanced it
Wilson
out.
is a boring interview.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch, that is a show.
Yeah.
That is a production.
I loved it when they went to the White House. And everybody is like wearing suits, and there's Marshawn, and he's got like these pants that just have nothing but dollar signs on it. He's wearing sneakers.
He didn't whip out his ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ling-a-ling. All right, here we go. Our last VP fantasy draft pick for Trump.
We are going to make America great again.
Have you ever had a dream that you could do so you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Oh, that's the stuttering kid. It's another YouTube phenomenon.
That is my favorite video on YouTube.
Oh, that kid is great.
If you haven't seen it, look it up.
That kid is great. He's trying so hard. You could tell he's thinking everything, but he just can't articulate the thought.
You almost lose what he's trying to ask you.
The best part about the whole deal is how happy he looks at the end of the video when he finally gets his point out.
Real quick, one more time, this pick.
We are going to make America great again.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
Oh, what a cool kid. All right, there you go. There's some VP Trump fantasy picks.